I will claim no responsibility for the destruction of Virginia's internet. I am not now, nor have I ever been, involved in any direct way with the events of the Potomac War. I have no contact with military or paramilitary forces from either, both, or all sides. The people of D.C. act on their own accord. Giving credit for their victories to something as specific as an internet voice would be to undermine the injustice which is their true motivation. Certainly a candidate such as myself, so dedicated to the free access of information and opinion, would not condone such a maneuver. But perhaps in the long run, this brief respite from the World Wide Web will help our brothers from the South. For too long, the people of Virginia have been fed corporate nationalist ideology over their Ethernet cables. Product-centered demagoguery pumped through the very air. Now they have an opportunity to free themselves from the cages created by this constant and endless war of information. The internet was supposed to herald the grand democratization of the new century, but like all other aspects of our society, it has been taken over by corporate voices whose goal is not the spread of information, but the creation of it. Every aspect of our public and private lives now plays out in sequestered virtual realities, exclusive internet communities with contrasting worldviews which seldom, if ever, cross over. The internet, despite its romantic potential, has become first and foremost a high-speed vehicle for advertising. The more ideologically specific the content on a certain web page, the more expertly advertisers can target the eyeball of people coming to these carefully constructed universes. No longer is it necessary to convince Americans to buy a certain car, a certain type of clothing. Building support for a candidate or a startup war has never been easier. These days, with these new tools, moneyed webmasters simply create a new world, a new lifestyle, designed specifically for the items and idea available in the chain department store that just opened on your block. Each morning when Americans wake up, when we choose which paper to read, which website to set as our home page, we are making a decision about which version of America we are going to exist in for the day. But the Potomac War is not Iraq. It is not the war on terror or the war on Christmas. This is a real war. A war that will be decided on the ground, not in a movie theater or on the webpage, not in a chat room, and not during an electoral speech writing roundtable. People of Virginia, though I know you can't hear me, feel my words. I too mourn the loss of your internet. But without this shadow nation to look up at, perhaps you will see the real America extending its welcoming hand over the calming waters of the Potomac.